guys, Ivan and Susan here from Bloggers on the Loose. Today we're going to do a video on rental yields in 10 suburbs in Perth. Now rental yield is considered high when you buy a house for cheap and you can rent it out fairly high. So these rental yields are all in the 6% and upwards. Well, they're all in the 6%. So what we'll do is we'll go for a walk around here. By the way, I'm not in the countryside because if we flip around this way, I'm actually right on the coast, guys. So what we're going to do is we'll go for a bit of a walk around and I'll read out these suburbs to you which are good for investment. If you're just interested in buying a house for investment purposes and renting it out, because a good rental yield is considered to be between 5 and 8%. So these are in no particular order, guys. Well, they probably are, yeah, they're in the yield order. So this is the lowest one on top. So Nara, and Nara is 10 kilometres from the Perth CBD, and the median house price out there is 540,000 Australian dollars, and the median weekly rent is $625 a week. So the rental yield out there is 6.02%. So not bad amount of rent over there for the price you're paying for a house. The next suburb is Gosnells, and Gosnells is 20 kilometres from the Perth CBD, and the median house price out in Gosnells is 500,000 Australian dollars on the dot, and the weekly rent you can ask over there in Gosnells is $580 a week, which makes it a rental yield of 6.03%. And the next suburb, guys, is 21 kilometres from the Perth CBD, is a suburb called Kunggaya, and the house price out there is pretty good, 452,000 Australian dollars, and the rent you can charge out there is $525 per week, which gives you a rental yield of 6.04%. The next suburb, guys, is a suburb called Lockridge, and Lockridge is 13 kilometres from the Perth CBD, and the median house price out there is 517,000 Australian dollars, and you can charge about $610 a week out there. That's pretty good. An average of $610 a week in Lockridge, and so that gives it a rental yield of 6.14%. These are suburbs reasonably close to the CBD also, guys. They're old suburbs. They're a lot of them were Homes West suburbs at one stage, so they're all creeping up in price, and you're getting pretty good rent out there. Because the next suburb is Kula. Kula is only 15 kilometres north of the Perth CBD. The median house price out there is 513,000 Australian dollars, and the average rent out there is $610 per week out there in Kula. So that makes it a rental yield of 6.18%. The next suburb is near to Kula. It's called Balgoa. Also good for investment purposes, guys, because Balgoa is only 13 kilometres from the Perth CBD, and the median house price there is actually less than Kula. It's 496,000 Australian dollars, and the average rent out there is $590 per week. So it makes it a rental yield out there of 6.20%. Next one down the list is a southern suburb called Madington, Madington's 18 kilometres from the Perth CBD, and the median house price out there is 515,000 Australian dollars, and the average rent out there is $627 per week, which gives it a good rental yield of 6.33%. The next one is another up-and-coming suburb. Used to be a real cheapie years ago, not anymore. Well, considering Perth's median price is nearly 800,000, this one comes in okay at 460,000, and it's 35 kilometres from Perth CBD. Is a suburb called Armadale, and the average rent out there is $570 a week. And the rental yield out there is 6.44%, guys. Coming down to the pointy end of the list now, because there were 10 suburbs we chose. The next one is a suburb called Medina. Medina's probably the furthest away from these suburbs, 40 kilometres from the Perth CBD. The median house price out in Medina is 426,000 Australian dollars. And the median rent out there is 530 Aussie dollars a week. Gives it a rental yield of 6.47%. The last one on the list, guys, is another southern suburb, and it's a suburb called Cannington. 12 kilometres only, guys, from the Perth CBD. 12 kilometres. Median house price out in Cannington is 496,000 Aussie dollars, and the rental yield out there is pretty good, $650 a week on average, which gives it a rental yield of 6.81%. What do you guys think of that? We're just walking on one of these little groins over here. Have a look at the beach. It's not bad if all that seaweed wasn't there, but you get that in winter. Beach looks okay, and on this side here it looks a bit murky. There's some people fishing over there. So what do you guys think of that? Leave some comments below. Will you buy a rental suburb in one of these areas and get pretty good rent out of it? So this is the end of that video, guys. We'll wrap it up over here on this groin over here, and let us know what you thought of that. Leave some comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Give it the old thumbs up, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.